Motherfucking George. Come on, yes, everybody. Yeah! Thank you so much, Jacob. Damn, I'm not that small.
Welcome to my side of the world.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened to me about 2 weeks ago. So, 2 weeks ago on Wednesday, I get a call from my brother. He calls me up, he tells me, he doesn't even ask me. He says, hey, I'm picking you up Friday. We're going to a funeral. You're going to be a pallbearer. So I'm thinking to myself, oh fuck, Dad's dead. He fucking died. What am I going to do? So I said, okay, who died? He's like, well, my wife's aunt died. So I'm like, okay, I don't know her, that's fine, I'll be your pallbearer. So we go to this funeral. He picks me up. We go to this funeral, and he brings his 2-year-old daughter with him, and she gets up in the front. There's not a whole lot of people there. I mean, this lady was 80. There's not many people, and his daughter sits there, and she runs up front and starts rolling around on the floor. My brother looks over there. He gets that tone in his voice. He's a very serious person. Doesn't have a funny bone in his body. He looks over there and he goes, get off that floor. You don't know how many dead people have been on that floor. And I look at him and I say, hey, that's offensive. There's a dead person right over there. And so of course they get to doing that. And it's a Christian funeral, so they start playing the music, and they play, a religious hymn for the first song, and then the guy comes up and says, "Let's say a prayer." So we're all doing the prayer, and I'm thinking, great, what am I going to have at my funeral? Not this shit. So the second song comes up, and it's the that song. I can't remember who sings it, but it's that. I think it's Sarah McLachlan song. The one you always see at the pet commercial. In the eyes of the angel. They started playing that song, and I'm like thinking, oh fuck, they're not playing that at my funeral. Fuck you guys. I'm having a party at my funeral. You guys are coming up there. We're gonna play some heavy metal. We're gonna have a good old funeral. So I hope you guys have a great time, because it's not gonna be too much longer. It's gonna be before you guys. So you guys better show up. So I wanted to talk about a couple of other things that I was thinking of. I was in history class. I was recently in college about 5 years ago, and I had one of the greatest history professors. And he came in one day, and I was so happy because he comes in and he says, today we're going to talk about the Spanish Inquisition. And I looked up and I said, I was not expecting that. And I thought to myself, people probably did expect the Spanish Inquisition. I mean, they knew there were Spanish people coming. What they didn't suspect was the Jamaican Inquisition. Some guy comes in, he's like, we gonna rock down to Ganja Avenue. Tell me where your stash is. Give me that marijuana right now. And I think that's one of the greatest things I would love to see would have been Cheech and Marley. They'd be like, and now we're gonna have the show where one guy is a pothead who can play guitar, and the other guy's Bob Marley. And I just think that would be the greatest show ever. I would have loved to have seen that. I would have paid good money to see that show. But because I don't get to see shows, and I don't get to do much in my free time since I'm older and single, I'm gonna tell you about what you can do. There's 3 things to do when you're single. If you have some spare time in your hand, and the first thing is a stranger. And what you do there, you just sit on your hand for a little bit like this. Okay. Then you, once your hand starts to go numb, you just reach around, start pleasuring yourself. You know, you have yourself a good time. Then you upgrade to the home intruder once you've mastered the stranger. Basically, it's the same thing. You just put on a leather glove. Wait till you're not looking. And then later on, you can upgrade to the Michael Jackson. You just add some sequins to that glove. Although it's not quite as fun if you're over 14. So just remember, don't get in any trouble. And I hope you guys had a good night here tonight. I've definitely heard a lot of great comics here tonight. I'm really proud of everybody. All the new people. I'm sad that most of them have left and didn't get a chance to see my set. But yeah, give them all a boo. Everybody a big boo for everybody who didn't stay. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you for leaving.
Connor?
Yeah, Connor. Fuck you. You know, one of the things I think that would be great. I want you guys to look over here. If you look over here at Russell and see his nice red shirt, and then you look over here at Squid and he's got the red pants on.
Please trade shirts.
You know, if you took the top half of Russell and the bottom half of Squid, you'd have two dead guys. And half of them.
That's hilarious.
Well, I hope you guys have had a great night tonight. I know I enjoyed myself, and congratulations to all these new guys because you're just amazing. I hope to see you all next time, and have a great show. Sir, when I say tip the waitress, I don't mean put your tip on the waitress. So, thank you very much. You guys have been great.
I know that
Everybody give yourself a big round of applause, honestly. Yes. Everyone perform. Come on up to the stage for a shot provided by our wonderful Jason. Everybody.
You guys are doing all the work, man.